Ohio gozaimasu. I'm doing my best. Anyway, I hope you can hear me because I'm not a yeller. I can talk, I can speak with authority, but yelling, I would have to be upset or really have to get your attention. And I'm not going to be yelling at a video. So I'm going to do my best, and I pray that the speaker is picking up everything. Right now, I believe the speaker is picking up everything. But what we're going to be doing today, say hello, Pikachu. Actually, he's got hands, so hello. What we're going to be doing today is I'm not feeling the most inspired right now. I say it like that because that's not, it's a weird feeling. It's really weird being higher consciousness because you are so aware, so awake, so actually happy. But it's like you can't get away from the feelings that you know that you need to be a part of. You know, we're all in the same type of energy right now, even if we've all gone through different things at different points in our lives. Right now, we're all together in this. So depending on your vibration is how much you're feeling it. If you're running away from your path, you're feeling it a lot. If you're running away from your path, you're feeling it extremely heavy and not in a great way. My legs started to hurt. Normally I could stay like that for a cool minute, but no, my legs started to hurt. And then if you have, goes right back down. If you have a higher vibration and you are operating in your higher vibration, that's the thing, free will, right? If you are operating in your higher vibration, then you will still feel it, but you'll feel it in a way where you don't, how do I explain that? Yeah, my legs hurt. Yeah, those hurt. I've been walking a lot. Like, look at these thighs. That hurts. So what'll basically happen is you will feel it, but it won't, I'm trying not to say it won't feel like it's the end of the world, because it really do be feeling like the end of the world. Like, take yourself out the game, especially, okay, I think that might be because I'm a Scorpio Venus. Yeah, up and down. Anyway, yes, my Venus is a Scorpio, so I feel everything very intensely. And I found out my rising is not a Leo, it's a Libra, which I think is hilarious. I think it's because the place that I was born, I didn't put that in when I got my birth certificate and put it in and figured it out and all that. But both Leo ascending and Libra ascendant, they work for me. And so they also low-key work against me if I let them. And so when I'm thinking about stuff, my head is just, I thought I had Aquarius in my sign, but I don't have not one little bit of Aquarius, but I'm surrounded by Aquarians. I think that's hilarious. But I am a Libra ascendant, and I'm gonna keep doing this until I get finished with the intro. This is not an intro. I don't think I ever really have an intro, but we're gonna be, but it is basically how people perceive you, but it really does help how you see yourself too. And I really am in my head. I didn't want to say all the time, but it is a lot of the time where it would be more beneficial for me to not be, and a lot of people feel that way, but a lot of people like to operate with that. So going back to what I said earlier, my vibration is it needs some clearing out right now. Like, it's very clear. I can feel that. It's just like those feelings of, I can't even see you. You're making the most noise. Anyway, he's taking too long to fly away, so we're gonna keep talking. It is imperative. We're actually going back to what I've been saying. It is imperative that you move your energy around. And a lot of people might think that's working out, running, cardio, all that. you know. That is not the only way to do it. If that is your favorite way of doing it, then please do so, because whatever works for you is exactly what's going to work for you. But what works for me as well is to pay attention to what other people are doing, see how it fits. If it fits a little bit, I'll tweak a little bit, make it work for you, whatever we're doing. Right now we're going to be stretching because I need to move my energy, and I do mean quite literally move your energy around, all of the energy into your knuckles, all of that. Move your energy around so that you do not feel stagnant and that you do not become stagnant. Well, so you do not become stagnancy, because that is also the epitome of why we feel stagnant, is because we are being stagnant, not the world around us or anything like that. My ego straight up said, I ain't never been stagnant a day in my life. But there are days where I really could have been. And there are days that I really just fuck the world, you know? And fuck my life. And fuck everything that told me that I couldn't do it, because right now I feel like I can't do it. Those are the craziest feelings, especially when you're in higher consciousness. Because you know that you can't just die. You know that you can't just bow out. You know that you have to figure out what's going on with you and breathe. Excuse me, that's chapstick. Anyway, and you know, moving your energy around other than walking and stuff. When your legs need to do something, you know when your body needs to do something. So since we're trying to make this a creative day today, I don't know if I'm going to make a lot of videos today. I'm really going to be focusing on my music. Again, I'm not going to apologize for these trains, but I'm sorry about the trains. Like, it's right there. That's why you guys can always hear it. But this is a beautiful park, and it is very essential for me to be here instead of somewhere else, because it's a lot louder, because there's more people elsewhere. I was gonna say other places, but elsewhere, it's the same thing. Moving on. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, so a lot of people are like PE instructors, physical trainers, and all that stuff, and that is great. That's perfect. That's wonderful, actually, because you know what you're doing, right? But I know what I'm doing as well, and the way that I do things. And so, like I said, if you like something, change it for you. The way that I do my stretches, or that we do our stretches, is more of how our body needs to do it. Because a lot of people would be like, you can't do that because that'll break your back, and all those types of things, putting other people at risk of a certain situation. But know your body and know what you want to do with it. Know if this works for you. Know if it kind of works for you and you want to do something else. The muscles, the energy, the bones, whatever it is. I'm trying to look at the screen up here, but like I'm looking, yeah, this can't do nothing about it. But all of that stuff is your responsibility, not mine. So that is what we're gonna say right now. And it is also very helpful. So I really do hope that you actually take something from this. So without further ado, we are gonna actually get started with that, because like I said, this is my schedule. And thank you for being here. All right, so that is I'm gonna try to figure out what my body wants to do, because I knew when I turned on the camera, but we had to talk for a minute, so I don't actually know. So I like to just stand around and kind of just dwaddle, try to do whatever it is that I want to do. Whatever my body feels like it wants to do, that's what I'm going to do. Yoga is not only important to stretch your meats, your bones, and all of that. It's mainly for moving your energy around, which is why I wonder if I can plug up the microphone while we do this, but it might be kind of hard for me to do so while I'm doing that. People also like to take deep breaths, which is fine, but it helps you more if you're taking breaths that fill your chamber in the way that you need to fill your chamber. So far I've not done anything that I wouldn't normally do if I was in some type of yoga class. I might be moving a little bit faster, but I'm moving more at my pace than anything. And while I'm talking, I'm also not really doing too much with that either. I do like to pay attention to the breaths that I am taking and to, what is the word? I want to pay attention to the breaths that I'm taking in addition to the movements that I'm making. And if people do like martial arts, you know what I'm talking about. Like, punch, kind of, you kind of like release energy while you like brought it in at the same time. You know what I'm talking about. If you do karate, I just said martial arts because I think that's a martial arts thing. I watch a lot of anime, and as much as I've thought about it, I'm pretty sure everybody that has taken some type of martial arts know what I'm talking about. So the only thing that we're going to do right now is stretch the bones that hurt. And it really is my legs. You really can't see me. I think it's because I don't want to back up too much and you not see me at all. But we are going to do something different added on to what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to back up some. And I don't know what else I'm going to do, but I don't think I'll be talking for the rest of this video, because then that'll make it quicker. Now, wouldn't it? All right, I'm going to back up now. Back it up, back it up, back it up. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but right now we are specifically stretching this part. You would think this would be more of an arm stretch, but it is specifically right here that I am stretching right now. And then when I go like this, I'm obviously stretching this, but I'm more like sitting into like a kibidachi, which is a karate term, but it's not. It's more of a Japanese term if you really think about it. And leaning this way also now stretches this. And so I try to do that on both sides whenever I'm doing something, but I don't always do the same thing on both sides, because not always both sides of my body even need me to do anything like that. They probably require something different, because you use different sides of your body to do certain things. Like on my left side, hidari. If on my left side, I am carrying, I wouldn't say that I'm really carrying too much, but I am left hand dominant. I'm trying to be ambidextrous, but I am left hand dominant. And on my right side, I have the strap from my backpack, because both sides, so my shoulders, they get an equal workout for the most part, but this side drapes through, and I'm holding my duffel bag right here on my hip, right? And then I'm holding Pikachu in my arm, or like right here on my hip too. So my body does different things. And then obviously obviously. But it's good to pay attention to those things when you're stretching them. If you're the type of person that's like, oh, I want to do things both equal on both sides, I am like that. However, if you don't need to, you don't need to do it as long. It's beneficial to you if you're trying to do something with your life. Like, if you're training for like dance or something, because a big part of the stretches that I've always done is because I want to continue my dance lifestyle. I want to actually get into that lifestyle. I didn't actually get to experience that, so whatever. I took dance classes, but that's not the same. I don't feel like I lived in the dance lifestyle. Yes. And so what I like to do is, I don't know how I can actually show you that out here, but I'm going to try, because it's not really a part of what I'm doing right now, but it is. So I do like to stay like somewhere neutral, like wherever it feels good for me to be sitting, and I'm keeping my belly as like taut as I can, but I'm not sucking it in, but I'm also not being like, oh, I'm about to get punched in my stomach, let me strengthen it. It's like I'm putting my energy there so that it knows that it needs to be engaged too, and that I'm keeping my body as straight as I would like it to be. Really, the key point is, what do you want to do with your body, right? And so after that, I'll take this, and I have this hand back here on my foot, but it's just touching my foot, right? And so I'm just gonna turn like this, and I'm not turning far, but notice that nothing really looks like it's turning, but obviously I'm doing my part. And the more that I turn in that way, the more that I train my back and stretch it, the more that I'll be able to do the moves that I want to do. My hand is up like this so that I have a direct marker of where my body is headed, because when I turn my body in the other direction, I want to be in control of how much past this point on the other side that I'm going to twist, because obviously on certain sides you're not always equal of how flexible or how strong you are. And so a good way to make them more balanced is to do the exercises and stretches on whatever side that you're going to do, and not do the equal on both sides, because then they're both equally going to get stronger, but they're not going to be equal. You feel? I was trying to sleep last night and there was a helicopter just searching. Not here, but it was so annoying. Praise the Lord, it was annoying. Anyway, and this right here is stretching. You can't see it. Yeah, you can't see it at all. This right here is stretching this part of your back right here, and that is where we carry a lot of our stress when we're walking, depending on how your posture is. I have really great posture, which allows me to have terrible posture if I feel like it, because I'll still have good posture while I'm doing it. Life hacks. So and I know that it really wasn't a lot that we did right now, because this is not like one of those let's do yoga together. I don't even call it yoga. I literally do call it moving my energy, because it's not different from what you would see, but it's definitely not like, okay, this is going to be in a book and it is like certified that you should be doing this. Everybody has a different way of doing certain things, but I do believe the way that we do things is based on how you would do it. So I didn't really get into it right now, because that's not what I'm planning on doing right now. I'm planning on doing some other stuff, because I'm really focused on trying to live my life the best way that I can possibly do, and I'm also doing that the best that I can do right now, and that's making me really happy. the trains are not normally this active, especially on a Sunday. They said they was running on a delay. I just got here. Good morning. And yeah, so if you can take anything from this video before I do anything else, really, is to just find different ways to move your energy around. Sometimes I'll just be sitting and simply, this is kind of like a meditation for me too, and I'm just moving my energy, moving the waters around in my life and just connecting with those feelings. And one could say that's like Tai Chi, because that is exactly what you were doing, but that is a self-defense as well. So I don't really know how to go about that. But, you know, I could ruffle up somebody if I need to, but I don't ever really want to have to. All right, this video is getting long, and I'm planning on hopefully doing some more videos. I know I keep saying that, but I really do go with the flow of my life, and when it doesn't provide a video, it doesn't provide a video. But it doesn't mean that we've stopped working, but it also does mean that we spend more time that day in thought instead of doing something. But we spend every day doing something. So I'm also honing in on specific things instead of all the things. Now that we have, we don't have all the things up here, we have majority of them. Like, I might even do a dance right now because I've been wanting to do the dance, and it's like really easy. But like recording qualities, I'm letting that get in my way. That's a muggle issue, right? Things that really don't matter, but I'm making it a big deal because it's something in my life that I'm like, technology. And it's not even technology. I'm learning. So we'll see what we come up with next, or what the Lord comes up with next, because really, I say it because sometimes things really just ain't my idea. Straight up, God is just like, there you go. And I'm like, dang, I would have never thought of that. But if something is my idea, it's my idea. But at the same time, I know it's not. I know it is, and I know it's not. But sometimes it's just like, oh, that was thin air, and then it was a great idea, and we did that, and I'm happy about it. So we will come up with something, I'm sure. I don't even think I need to come up with anything. It's more like it'll come to me. That's what I just said. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. And, you know, naturally cringy is a beautiful aspect of life. Naturally graceful is a beautiful aspect of life. So, embodying both of them. So, social anxiety is something that I've really had to get over just to get on a camera. Ain't that something? I'm happy about it. My life is moving, and that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna eat breakfast too, so I am really happy that I finally get to be here, say something, do something, live. So I really am grateful for whoever came across this video, friend or foe. To me, I don't really have enemies. But there's a lot of people that really don't like me. But it's because they really like me. So I ain't got nothing to say. So thank you for that. And I do pray that in the future it turns into positive energy. My face looks long when you do that. But it's funny. Because yeah, it just, I guess it is really all about angles. Somebody said that once. I forget who though. I don't normally take pictures and stuff, so this is a whole new experience for me. Anyway, again, leaving. Thank you for being here. I did not mean to put my body all up in your face, but I'm not upset with it. I didn't mean to do that. Bye.